Hello and welcome to my next YouTube video. This video is going to be a combination reading log of what I read in the month of September, along with an additional haul of what I got that was the last week of September that didn't make it into my haul video. So not a lot of books that I picked up, but a decent amount and some really cool stuff. So starting off with, this is my one pickup from Barnes & Noble. It was Pompo the Cinephile. Never heard of this book, just kind of caught my eye on the shelf. Looks like volume 1. This was the only one that they had. They didn't have any other volumes, so I'm not sure. Haven't really done too much research, not sure how far along this series is, but did look like a book that I might be interested in. And then I have two pickups from Amazon. I picked up Helter Skelter Fashion Unfriendly by Vertical. Here's this one. And then I got The Witch and the Beast Volume 1. If you remember from my previous haul video, I got 2 through 5 of this from Zia Records, and so I picked up volume 1 so I can actually start reading it. And then this is a really cool pickup. So in my collection video I have the Drifting Classroom, the Perfect Editions, and that's pretty much the only Kazuo Umezu I had read. In my haul video I picked up Reptilia, which is a rarer one, and then from eBay I got this bundle of the Scary books. So here's volume 1, Reflections. And these have really nice covers. We got volume 2, Insects. These are all in fairly good shape for being out of print and older. And then we've got volume 3, Faces. So I'm looking forward to reading those along with Reptilia. And then also in my last haul video I showed off some Osamu Tezuka books that were released by Platinum Manga, which were Kickstarted books, kind of his more lesser known work. I had found a bunch of them at Zia Records used, so I actually went directly to their website. They were having a lot of their books are on sale there, so I bought some of the other books that I didn't have. So here is some of those. So we got Ludwig B, volume 1. And these were all bought brand new, directly from Platinum Manga. I think the website is actually called Digital Manga. And then we've got Ludwig B, volume 2. And from the back of this, it looks like this series was like one of his final works, and it wasn't actually completed. So this is an uncompleted series here. Got Melody of Iron and Other Short Stories. We've got Crime and Punishment. I assume an adaptation of the famous novel. We've got Atom Cat. These have some really nice covers. Really high quality books. You can see the paper quality is really nice. Looking forward to checking these out. And we've got Storm Fairy. It's like another short story collection. And we've got Swallowing the Earth. This one's quite a bit thicker than the rest of them. And then, if you remember in my previous haul video, I had shown that I had gotten a copy of Under the Air from Amazon, and it came in pretty rough condition. So it was past its return date. I really hadn't paid too much attention to the bad quality it was in. And they did have it on sale on this website, so I picked it up. And this actually has an interesting difference than the one that I got from Amazon. So I'm going to put the cover here. I have a bookmark over it. So on the Amazon copy, it actually has a black bar, like actually printed onto the front cover, covering what is nudity here. So the copy that I actually got directly from the publisher, the cover just has nudity. So covering that up here, but it is slightly different than the volume that you get from Amazon. And there's the back. And next, this actually got right before I went on vacation. This I got this from Barnes & Noble. I had a 20% off coupon, and they were already selling it for, I think, $30 or $40 lower than MSRP. So we have here the Bakuman Complete Box Set, volumes 1 through 20. I'm a big fan of Death Note. I read a couple of the early volumes of this back when they were originally coming out, but I never finished the series, and I'm really looking forward to checking this out, especially for a pretty good price. I think after the coupon and everything, it ended up being like $130, which isn't bad for 20 volumes of manga, all new in a box set. And that was everything. That was the last week of September that I picked up. So I'll have another October haul video. I have a ton of stuff coming. I got some giant Right Stuff orders that are on their way. So I'll definitely have a lot of pickups to show you guys on in October. So here next, I'm going to do my story log, or my reading log. So this is going to show everything I read in the month of September. I'm not going to go too much into detail. This is not going to be like reviews. It's basically just going to be me talking about what I picked up, and kind of, just giving a quick, did I like it, what I enjoyed, that type of thing. Thanks. Okay, so here's everything I read in the month of September. Picked these up in my probably about a month and a half, 2 months ago. I had mentioned in my collection video I had not read Dorohedoro. I was working on collecting that, but I did start these two. So I've read the first 2 volumes of Die Dark. Third volume's not out yet, and these are just really fun, really great artwork. My only negative, I think I mentioned before, is that these are high quality. These are made really well. The paper quality is really nice. The covers are nice. They're just very small. I would prefer they were kind of in a bigger size. So here, for example, here's the size comparison to like Witch Hat at Lier. It's quite a bit bigger. But otherwise, yeah, I really enjoyed these 2 volumes. Looking forward to the rest of the series coming out, and also looking forward to checking out Dorohedoro. Then we've got, I read the first 5 volumes of The Ancient Magus Bride, which I had picked up at a Changing Hands bookstore. I had known not much about this other than it was a fantasy series. And so here's the 5 volumes that I read. And yeah, so this book, I enjoyed this book. It didn't immediately grab me. There's some parts where it's kind of, the timelines are kind of confusing, where there's a few times in these 5 volumes where I actually thought like something was misprinted, because it would just randomly go to a different part of the story, and you wouldn't really have any, without any, letting you know what was going on. So I found myself like kind of going back through pages and going forward and being like, did I miss something? And it's just the way it's written on a few spots. So overall, I did enjoy these first 5 volumes, but it's not going to be something that I'm going to go out immediately and get the rest of the series to finish. When I find other volumes, I'll definitely pick them up, but it's not going to be a high priority for me. But I did enjoy these first 5. Then I read Mashal Volume 2. You know, this is a fairly popular series. Most people probably know about it. Kind of a comedic take on Harry Potter. I really enjoy this series. I think it's by a first-time creator. I've heard some complaints about the artwork, but I enjoy the art. I think the art's perfectly fine for the story. And yeah, just a really fun series. Highly recommend. It's up through Volume 2. Okay, and then we've got an Inio Asano, What a Wonderful World, Volume 1 and 2. Like most people know, Volume 1 of this has been out of print for a while. Volume 2 is readily available, but Volume 1 usually goes for a little bit more. This is kind of a short story collection. It ends up connecting, but kind of focuses on different characters and different young adults and how they live. This is an early Asano story, and it's definitely it's enjoyable, but it's definitely at the low end for me as far as Asano stories go. I'd put this near the bottom of what I've read, but definitely recommend it if you're a fan of Asano. If you like kind of slice of life, you know, it is depressing, but you know, it's definitely worth picking up if you can get it for a cheap price. And we've got Sailor Moon Eternal Edition Volume 4. I think I mentioned in my collection video that I have all 10 of these. I usually read one kind of in between when I'm done reading other stuff. So I usually read 1 or 2 of these a month. And I don't have any previous history with Sailor Moon. I've never watched the anime or read the manga previously. But I picked up the first volume of this because I really liked how it looked. I mean, the presentation is top-notch. I wish some more classic series got released in this format. You know, it's a giant-sized book. It's got, you know, kind of like a holographic cover. Just the paper quality is really good. It's kind of glossy paper. It's got a lot of full-color. As you can see here, a lot of full-color artwork. Just overall a really good presentation of this series. You know, it's a little, I've really been enjoying these. It's a little action heavy for what I normally read. I mean, I would enjoy more character development, more kind of just seeing them hang out in their daily lives. It kind of like, you know, after every few pages, it's like, okay, there's a life or a world-threatening something going on. And so you know, which is fine, but I kind of enjoy a little bit more actual character development in this. There's a lot of stuff that we never really find out about, or it's kind of rushed to get back to the action. But otherwise, still enjoying these. You know, reading 1 or 2 a month, and this month I read Volume 4. Okay, and then I also I have the Princess Jellyfish Box Set. I've been reading through those. So this month I made it through Volume 5, Volume 6, and then Volume 7. I'm really enjoying this series. The artwork is great, really interesting characters and side characters. I mentioned in my collection video, I felt like it was kind of dragging towards the middle. It's definitely kind of picked up here in these later volumes. I only have 2 more to go. It ends at 9. But yeah, just a really fun kind of slice of life. There's some comedy, some drama. About a group of people who are working on starting their own fashion line related to jellyfish. So I know this is a pretty popular series. There's an anime. I don't know anything really about that. But this omnibus edition in the box set are really nice because there's a lot of bonus content, interview with the creator, just a lot of it's a really thick books, and there's just a lot packed into them. Okay, and then this is one of the big ones that I had never read. I worked my way through all 8 volumes of Parasite, the classic science fiction / horror series. from the late 80s, early 90s. This is put out in an 8-volume collection by Kodansha. And you can see you got really nice covers. These are fairly thick, about double the thickness of kind of your standard manga volume, which at only $10.99 is not bad. It does have a lot of extras in there. There's kind of interview and questions from the creator in there, kind of as he was going along with the series. And yeah, this is just a really great book. I really like the artwork. I really like the characters. There's actually a lot of, besides the horror and the kind of grossness that happens in this book, there's a lot of comedy, a lot of, stuff, friendship with the lead character and the parasite that ends up attaching itself to him. Here we got a pretty crazy cover. Then we got 6. I think there's different covers of these depending on the printing, and this was, over the years, this has been released by different companies, but these are the 8 volumes that are the current releases from Kodansha. These I got all from Right Stuff. And yeah, I can't recommend this series enough. Just a really well done science fiction series. If you like Junji Ito, if you like Kazuo Mez, kind of in that same ballpark. Focuses more on the characters and what goes on, with their lives related to this catastrophe that's kind of happening to all over the world. So there we go, Parasite volume. I read through volumes 1 through 8. And then finally, the first 2 volumes of this I actually read like the last couple days of August, but I'm including it here because this was everything that came out before up to now. These are all the volumes. So this is Witch Hat. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, Atelier or Atelier. So I read through volumes 1 through 7, which was everything that was out. Volume 8 released sometime recently. That's on its way to me. This is just a fantastic series, probably my favorite ongoing series currently. Fantastic artwork. As you can see by the covers, the artwork is just amazing. I haven't read a manga that had this much detailed artwork, and it's just a really good series. But besides the artwork, the story building, the kind of how magic works in this world, the characters, everything is just fantastic. Everything's really well written. I just, can't say enough good things about this series. Kind of in the same way, if you enjoy Harry Potter stuff, just like with Mashal, this is definitely going to be a book for you. Just some great world building and characters. So here's the first 7 volumes. Looking forward to volume 8, which is in my next Great Stuff package that's on its way. And there's volume 7. So yeah, definitely pick this up if you like magic books, fantasy. There is action, but there's also a lot of really good character building and showing how these characters use magic and learn spells, and it's about young witches and how they're learning about this world that they didn't know about before. So definitely check this out. And that's my reading log for September. This is my first time doing a reading log. I'd like to continue with doing these once a month. I try to read at least 1 volume a day. Sometimes with the thicker volumes, like the Sailor Moon Eternal editions or the Princess Jellyfish Omnibus. Those usually take me, I usually read about half in a day and then read the second half the next day. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this. In the comments, let me know if this is something you think I should keep doing, something you didn't find of interest. But yeah, I just thought it'd be interesting to kind of show people what I read in the month, and then also have my additional haul video. So I'll have another manga haul video sometime in the end of October. Got a lot of cool stuff coming in, can't wait for that, and thanks for watching.